joined in the studio by social media commentator Kevin Poulter. Do you think it's a PR disaster? Yet another one?
Yeah, without a doubt. Although they tried to work hard and tried to win it back quite quickly by offering free journeys to anybody who was affected in Sydney today, and offering to refund people who had paid out these up to 400% of what the normal fares would be.
What I don't understand about it, Kevin, is, you know, here we have, this is supposed to be the people's friend taxi service, isn't it? You know, busting the monopoly of all those things that never turn up, etc., etc. Nice cars, nice people, and yet they continue to get into all these scrapes. All right, now you can see there's a lot of vested interests everywhere in the world, and they will take every opportunity to try to discredit them, which they are clearly trying to do. But you think they'd be a bit more robust in their defence?
Well, they're trying hard. They're working with the policymakers now. France particularly. This follows the issue in France today was lots of taxi drivers out there doing a protest to slow move all the way through the city in protest to what was a court decision on Friday that actually this Uber Pop. Now, this isn't what we all think of as being a typical taxi service. Yeah. This is actually a carpooling or sharing service. And there's a law that's being introduced in January which is aiming to prevent this from happening and stopping it from happening. But what the court have said is that up until that time, up until that legislation is introduced in January, it's business as usual. And that's what's upsetting people. It's undercutting the taxi drivers. It's actually, as we've seen in India, potentially leading to unregulated, unlicensed drivers, and even uninsured drivers taking up the opportunity to make a quick buck.
How's the brand?
How's the brand? Well, it's damaged, but it's worth $40 billion, so it's not damaged that much. Yeah. This is a company that's grown up since 2009, and it's taken over the world, 250 cities, 50-odd countries now are being looked after by this service in one way or another, and it's doing well. People use it, people like the opportunity to know up front what a fare is, and it's these issues, it's the successful points which are causing it to be so controversial with the people that have been providing the service for years already. The
management have come out and said they are experiencing what they describe as significant growing pains. Well, you know, I mean, they are in a sense, aren't they?
It's true, and it's like any successful business. People are now trying to copy it, people are replicating it, but more importantly, people are attacking it. The trouble is the attacks are coming not only from the taxi companies, but they're being supported by the governments, by regional support, cities, mayors, whatever it might be, to try and really put a cap on these things. Yes, we don't want to spoil free enterprise. Yes, we want to provide a good public service, but at the same time, we've got to be careful about looking after the people who are affected, which is ultimately the consumer, and protecting them.
Kevin Poulter, thanks for joining us.
No problem.